Hi guys, we're out here on Redfeather Falls and we're going to be doing a bow hunt. I have my reverse draw crossbow, my camel pulsar, my carbon recurve, and my longbow on me. So if anything's really big, we're going to be taking with the recurve or longbow. And anything like medium size or females, we'll probably take them with the reverse draw crossbow. So right now I'm spawned out here in my tent on the western side here. And I think what we're going to do is kind of follow along through this swamplands area. And this is a really good area for whitetail here. Also along this little pond here is great as well. But then I think we're going to swing up through here. This is excellent for blacktail here. And we'll probably swing around this pond. Possibly find some elk over here. And continue on up into the hills over here. And we'll see what happens after that. Alright guys, so we got a moose coming in right now, and you can just barely see it. It actually never even called, so I didn't even know that it was coming in. I just happened to see it. The strange looking creature walking up on the hill over here. So, I'm going to take him out with my reverse draw crossbow once he stops and gives me a decent shot. Should be a pretty close shot. So we dropped him, and yeah, that was pretty close. Looks like about a 3 or 4 meter shot probably. So it was 4.5 meters, so we got right lung, liver, and left lung on him. Alright, not a bad way to start the hunt. So I actually saw some tracks over here, and I was about to check one of these tracks, and just up on that ridge right there I saw him standing there coming at me. Alright guys, we just kicked up a big buck. Monster buck. You could just see him over there. See his horns going through the brush over there. He never even called or anything. It just came up around the corner here. And he was standing like right there, right by these two pine trees here. So I think we're going to try and find where his tracks are. And see if we can't find him. This should be him right here. This should be his tracks right here. 70 to 90 kg. He looked like he had a 150 plus rack on him, but I'm not 100%. Because it's so dark right now, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, when I saw him, he was running through this grass here, and you can see how thick it is. You can't see anything hardly. So there's this track up there. At least he should be somewhere on this island. There he is right there. Oh, he was right there too. Still didn't get a good look at him. Oh my god, that thing's giant. 175 to 200 score on that buck, guys. That's a giant buck. So I think what I'm going to have to do... Yeah. The wind is not very good, so I'm going to have to put some cover scent on. And I'm definitely going to have to put some tracers in my recurve here. There's the deer's track right there, the bucks. So he came right through here. Right by this cow moose. It looks like she's pretty much guarding this track. See if we can see him anywhere around here. I think I see him. There he is right there, guys. Look at that. I found him. He's right out there. So we're gonna have to take out this cow. She stopped there at 35 meters. And I definitely double lunged her, but she didn't go down. Unfortunately. Come on, go down, go down. Yes! Okay, she went down. So I don't think she would have spooked that buck. Because she went down just before she got to him. Gotta try and figure out how I'm gonna get close to this thing. Problem is you can just barely see him every time. There he is. He's coming this way, guys. Oh my god, that thing's giant. Alright, so we're gonna try and figure this out. The wind is right in our face here. This actually might not be a bad situation. If we can get him to come to here. I'm gonna have to try and call him here and get over to the right a little bit so I can get him to come broadside somewhat. Alright, so I just put a call out there. And I'm gonna try and get downwind a little bit. So I can get in somewhat of a little bit of cover. Right by this tree here. This should be alright. Alright, here he comes, guys. Look at the size of this thing. He's an 8x8. I don't see any deductions on him at all. All of his tines are super symmetrical. Yeah, I think he's a 190. Wow. I'm gonna double check I have some cover spray on. You can tell when I'm nervous. I just said I was gonna double check to make sure I have cover spray on. I didn't even check, I just sprayed it. Alright, come on. So when he gets to this rock right here, he'll be 20 meters away. .25 right there. But I don't think he can see me. So I want him to keep coming a little more forward. And that is a giant buck. Look at the size of that thing. Alright, here he comes, guys. We're going for it. He should stop right there. Just dropped him. Oh my god, I can't believe we just dropped him. He was in a little bit of thick grass there, but I thought I could take the shot right through, and I put it right through the grass. Here you can see we have a bear. Not really worried about him. Look at the size of this buck we just shot. Alright, let's see what he scores. He scores 181.1. Wow, that is a huge whitetail buck. And this is definitely my biggest one of the season. So we'll take a cool trophy shot at him. Alright, that's actually a pretty awesome picture right there. So now we're going to go over here, pick up our cow moose. So it was really important that I put a good shot on this cow moose. Because if I would have hit only one lung, she would have ran right past that buck, and he would have been gone. Alright guys, so I'm still kind of in shock at how big that whitetail was. That was just a giant buck. And it's just starting to get light out now, so we can see a little bit better. So I don't think we're going to be able to get a buck bigger than that. And we shot that buck within 15 minutes of starting this game. So that doesn't happen very often. But I wanted to tell you guys, if you're in a really good spot and you don't see any like males, any big bulls or big bucks in the area, you should either restart your game or move to a different spot. Because if you're in a good spot, like I know this is a good spot here, and the way I know it, because I used to have a bear bait here actually, just across the river over here, and I would always have bucks call. So that's how I decided this was a pretty good area for bucks. So what happened is, I ended up putting a tent here, and I used to have some tree stands here, and I would always know that bucks came in here. So that's kind of why I took this direction, because I know there's bucks here, and there just happened to be a huge buck right in my path. Alright guys, so we just spotted a huge black bear, but it's kind of like a dark colored black bear. So I'm not sure if this is the normal black bear, but he's max weight and he's pretty much max score. So we're definitely going to try and take him out. However, I don't think we're going to use the recurve on him. It's going to be way too impossible to get a shot off, get close enough on him anyways. But I do think we're going to put some tracers in my reverse draw and try for a nice long range shot on him. Perfect win. Alright, there's the bear right there. He's kind of walking away now. At 100 meters, trotting pretty fast. Let's see if we can't put one in him. I think we just hit him. I think we just hit him on the trot. Hard to tell. But I think we just hit him. I'm not even sure how good we hit him. Let's see here. He was about 115. Nope, so it looks like body blood. And I think we hit him right in the back hind quarter. So he's not hit very good, but definitely hit good enough to where he'll die. Should be able to see my blue tracer. Yep, there he is right there. So I'm marking with my... Actually, he's 110. I think I'm going to put another one in him right there. Yeah, he's 110. These bears don't really sit still for too long. See if I can't... Oh yeah, the wind pushed that sucker bad. I think he just spooked. He stopped. Yeah, you can see I hit him right in the back hind leg right there. So we'll just give him some time to lay down. Alright guys, so it's been about 25-30 game minutes now. And we have another bear coming in. This one's black. So I do believe the one we just shot, the big one, was actually a big cinnamon black bear. I've never seen one before, so that's why I didn't know if it was a brown black bear or what was going on. Nah, he's about, yeah, 25. So he should be able to take out this bear here. And I don't think the wind will affect it much. Nope. So the wind didn't affect it at all. Although the wind is blowing directly at that bear. Actually, if it was probably 20 meters further, the wind would have pushed it a little bit more. Alright, so we'll pick up the first black bear kill. And it's a female, and she was 24 meters, and we got double lung on her. So as you can see on my hunter mate, it's been about 32 game minutes since we shot that first big cinnamon black bear. And I wanted to tell you about something that I believe based off my experiences in hunting here. So if you're looking for a big whitetail and you've been hunting for a big whitetail a lot on a certain map, stop hunting that whitetail and go to, like, say, go hunt some ibex on Val de Boa. Well, if you hunt for ibex for probably like 3 or 4 times, then go back to that map that you're looking for whitetail, and most likely you're going to see a pretty good sized whitetail. Also, same thing for ibex. If you're going for a big ibex or a big bighorn sheep and you can't find any, stop hunting them for a little while. Go hunt for some whitetail. And then a couple days later, go back, try and see if you can't find any ibex or bighorn sheep, and you'll probably find some big ones. So now we're going to go track down this bear. It should be about 40 game minutes by the time we get to this blood up here. And that's a pretty good amount of time for him to lay down. So you want to wait at least 40 game minutes for a body shot. Basically a big game animal. A bear, an elk, or a moose. You want to wait at least 40 minutes for them to lay down on a body shot. And here's some blood here. Got a couple of tracks here. I kind of want to check them out and see if it's maybe an elk. No, looks like some blacktail tracks. That might be a buck track. Sure it is. So we got a blacktail buck track pretty close by, not too far away. Seemed like he cut down this way now. Huh. Yeah, I guess he cut down this way. Yeah, this is really important why you don't track them right away. Because if you track them right away, you're going to have tracks going every which direction. And you won't really know which... Look at this. See that? He died right here. That didn't take 5 minutes to track him. And from where I shot him right over there. So he went about 160 meters from where I shot him. And there he is down. So let's see what he scores. Scores 22.04. That is a huge black bear. And a cinnamon. Or I hit him in the back leg and it went through the back leg up into the front is what happened. There we go. Pretty cool picture there. Now let's go see if we can find that blacktail buck that just grunted. There he is. So I was actually just going to say this area here is really good for blacktails. So once I knew it grunted, I had a feeling he'd be somewhere out on this point. Ooh, there's a good one there. So that's a 160 plus. It looks like there's a group of them, but definitely a big one out in the front. Yeah, if I can get this big buck to come in first, I might take him out with the recurve. So we'll see how that works out. I think I want to try and get up on top of this little rock here. So these blacktail are very skittish. I recommend always using cover scent when you get close. Even one time I was hunting with Flinter and he had a blacktail, his 190 blacktail, bust him from inside of a tree stand. He was in a tree stand, like 20 feet up in the air, and this big blacktail busted him. Ooh. See, here's this blacktail here coming in. He's going to turn broadside. Perfect. And he should be about 20 meters away. maybe even less. Oh yeah, he's gonna be about 8 meters here when he pops out. Oh, that's awesome. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, just smoked him. That was awesome. Normally I don't have that much patience. I don't like to let these bucks get this close to me, but I figured I'd try it out, and that was pretty cool actually. So let's see what he scores. And he scores 171.8. That is a trophy blacktail buck. Alright, well that's 3 trophy animals in pretty much less than an hour of hunting. So I think that's going to end this video. That was a pretty awesome hunt. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And you can see a bear actually in the background there. But I don't think I'm going to go for him. Unless he's huge. We'll see. If he's huge, we'll go after him. If not, it's going to be the end of this video. Well guys, I guess the hunt isn't over yet. We got a monster high rack whitetail buck coming in right now. And I need to put a tracer in my recurve. Giant whitetail buck. He grunted right after I shot the last blacktail. And this is an awesome buck. Here's the other blacktail buck came in with this whitetail. So that's pretty cool. I've been calling to this point here. I think he's an 8x8 actually. Yeah, that's a huge whitetail. So I figured we can't end it on that buck. I'm gonna have to take out this one. Oh my god, just dropped him. So I didn't even get a chance to range him, but I figured he was about like 28, 30 meters away. Wow. Estimate on this thing was like 165 to 195. And he's a high rack buck. So let's see what he scores. Made a heart shot on him. 169.8. That makes 4 trophy animals in one hunt. 2 whitetails, 1 blacktail, and a black bear. Alright, now that's definitely going to be the end of this video. So I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.